I think on a Tuesday, last week Tuesday, Shatta Wale was on the Daybreak hit with Andy Dusty, and he said something, you know, and I want to quote him well. You understand me? He said all the awards where STONEBWOY win, all those awards it being own. You understand me? Because they know day. Yeah, so as you know day, you know where you win out. But if like
which one?
The VGM is, of course.
Only the VGM is?
Like the way he put them open, you understand me?
Oh.
Yeah, he say, all that was where STONEBWOY pick, you know, say like me way like I for pick that award, you understand me? But because I know they were STONEBWOY, he pick them.
Yeah, you know, go VGM.
And you know, and he's accusing us that we are not telling the people the truth.
Which
truth? That those awards belongs to him. Where you STONEBWOY, they gave it to you.
Give me.
Yeah, so I'm telling you today that take all those awards, go give Shatta Wale. I beg you.
I think that would be better, and maybe I for add my life because anything I do way in this career or anything that I've achieved, I'm sure say he will come out tomorrow and say it should have been him. It's supposed to be him. Yeah, because it's a similar thing if you say all these things. Last year, you know, they VGMA. Or last year, reggae dancer artist Shatta Wale no they there. You know they there.
He did there.
Yeah. Where are we now? For the fourth time.
Yeah.
So that one there, you know they there.
He did there.
You know what I mean? So, and the other ones where he know they know. Why say he thinks say other artists where they there who deserve to win, no? They not be artists where they deserve to win. You say it's up to the time. It's up to the time that the truth where you say make it talk. Which truth? Say it be say like I think we are condoning and pampering our brother, you know, to keep on discrediting other artists, you know, which is not right. Because after working so hard to achieve everything in this career, it is not nice, it is not matured of another artist to come and sit and be blabbering and be discrediting that this is mine, that is mine, this should have been mine. And Ghanaian media also, you know, say, you people be the mouthpiece. And so when you go into the media to say these things, it goes out there to the majority who are loose fans, because I get my diehard fans and every other artist have their diehard fans. But the loose fans are the majority, and they're the ones who consume information the most. So when you keep knocking it, say, it's mine, this is this is that, and we know he's loud, it gets into their heads, and that is what the international world even sees, because that's what the media writes, that's what goes out there. And then when they don't hear the other sides of the stories, it becomes the truth. You know what I mean? So I go beg him to stop discrediting other artists. If he is the same one that is preaching peace, is the same one that is preaching, let's come together, oh, they be my party, oh, they be my friend, even if I tell some today, then tomorrow you didn't. Which artist in Ghana has another artist's name or other artist's name on their mouth pass on?
All right. So,
and I mean, sometimes if I check the things and know the reality and don't my case is make it stop the discredit people, because people they work very hard for themselves, and people are not putting things out there, what they have, what they know, what they don't know. But if that is your strategy, if that is your brand. Continue, it's your brand. I don't have any fault with it. But the discrediting for stop. Because what we know the CB say, it spoil many things. It mash up too many things, and we have to come and speak for, because most of our diehard fans speak for us every day. But if we do like we don't go talk, that'll be where the team they mash up. So we have to speak. Where they tell you. So the discrediting for stop. Everything that I've won or gained or achieved in this industry is by the grace of the Most Mighty, God in heaven, who gives talents and gives life for us to work hard. And they are mine. I deserve them, and I want them.
All right, so Stone, Shatta Wale says he's been testing you, calling you, for you guys to come together as one and do something.
Because they can't release album.
But it look like you are the stubborn one way, you know, the one pay mind to.
How does it have to look? How does it have to look? How will it look if it don't be me with the stubborn one? How does Shatta make everybody look?
Well, I don't know.
So how else do I have to look? You go around and diss my mother and say I killed my mother, and I see some fans tweeting it and saying bullshit and some foolishness, and I killed my mother. You go and say, I killed my mother, and you go behind me and say, yo, killer, rare, to bomb buckler, tata about me kill my mother.
No, he is down.
I'm waiting for one person to come and stand in front of me, including himself, to tell me that I killed my mother. Eh? And it will be beautiful in this Ghana. You understand?
Hold on.
So tell him to fuck off. I'm not playing where you're playing at that bomb buckler, you know.
Me know that.
When they talk about my mother, if it was in the same Jamaica, he'd be dead by now. True or false?
True.
If it was in Jamaica, nigga thinks he's a G. Nigga thinks he's a Jamaican. Nigga thinks, yo, I can go about and I chat about them one day and go around it and go around this and go around this. Inka yebe bunu wa London. Man inka nchiremo. Bolare ne pa choma no. Inka yebe bunu wa London, and they tell you. Don't these people and go back and beg them. You are not bad man. Shatta, you are not bad man. May I tell you this? I'm a vexed ratted because this my mother and come and tell about we are the ones who don't want to make peace. Who they insult the artists about you? It isn't a country being. It isn't a country being. Na nyama.
Stone, I just want you to cool down your temper. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Anything you do, nice. But say this, say me I kill my mother and come back and text me and tell me, say, Stonebwoy, we want to be peace, we want to make music. Who self get time for Shatta Wale they insult him? Who? No artist, not the minor. It is a Ghana be. I they tell the media today. On Sunday night, I made them know, say, hey, look, you know, man, and not joke business, you know. When you want to come clean, let's play. If you don't want to come clean, don't be the one to contradict yourself. Today you are somebody, today somebody no good. Nigga, does he even know himself? Does he even know what he is? Does he even know what he wants as an artist? Does he even know who he wants to be friends with? Eh? When you discredit everybody and insult everybody and go back and say, I'm the one that's trying to talk to Stonebwoy don't want to talk to me. Mm-hmm. You know, if you do your thing and be free and be cool.
Shatta Wale went to see. Shatta Wale.
Una pamper the bomb buckler to go on like una pamper the thing.
No. Hold on. Stone.
Una pamper the thing. After you diss my mother, coming on a table friendship.
Hold on, Stone.
Come and do the right thing. Just say, oh, Samini, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can we be friends? Then we all will go figure out how we go work this industry better. You think you're longer high key? Where are you from? It is out from East Legon.
Ashaiman. All right. 60 minutes gone into the R9.
I'm highly sorry.
Yeah, man.
For the words on radio.
Yeah, definitely.
You see?
Definitely.
But you see, it's up to the time, you know.
Yeah.
Because the Bible says that there are times and seasons, you know.
Definitely.
And I have to be really, really straight with it.
Yeah.
Seeing, because there are other artists in this country. Mm-hmm. There's a president in this country.
Yeah.
We all have to obey by the rules and play by the rules. Everybody has the rights to be free, to do what they want to do. But I believe that when it comes to certain things, you know what I mean, people have to know what to say. So you don't go around doing anything just anyhow and still trying to make other people feel like they're the ones that are, you know what I mean? So I'm highly sorry.
Respect, Stone.
And for the words on radio, you know it's an emotional.
Yeah, man. I know that. But Stone, how do we work together as an industry? You understand me? Artists and artists. How do we work? How can we make this thing work?
In my own little, from my own angle, mm-hmm. we have to work on ourselves first and foremost. Mm-hmm. Before we can work with other people, yeah, or work with other bridging as artists,
yeah,
you know. And I think that is where we have to look at. Most importantly, we have to look within ourselves and clean ourselves up before we can all relate on that level. Mm-hmm. And let me also say that I trust that the industry and even life. I mean, let me just narrow it down to the mm-hmm. industry. The industry itself is a competitive one, mm-hmm. you know. So regardless, people are trying to do what they can to keep relevance. Mm-hmm. Other people are also doing the best they can to feed and all these things, because mm-hmm. it's a competitive world at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But the best thing is to, you know, when somebody does something and you feel like you can't praise them, I mean, I'm talking about the way we can solve things in this industry.
Yeah.
I respect Samini so much. I respect AGUDIE so much. I respect EL. I respect Edem. I respect all the artists, even the undergrounds, because we are all artists at the end of the day. It's just by the blessings that some of us play 9, some play 6, some play 5, some play 4, but we're all in the same team. But we have to train and work on ourselves to be able to play together as a team.
Yeah.
And I think that's the first thing we have to check and work on ourselves. And working on ourselves, let me be specific, is to take away greed, take away enviness, take away pride, take away ego, and try to understand, you know, with open minds and have a positive foundation. That's the only way we can all work together. Because when we finish working on ourselves, somebody finishes working on themselves, we will definitely find ourselves on the same levels to work with each other easily. That's how smooth it's going to be like. You feel me? That's what I think. Because it's an industry, though, but it takes these things that I've mentioned, I believe, to run it. It takes passion. It takes positivity for somebody to feel like, okay, yo, Kelvin boy, yo, you know what? I'm playing on Summer Jam. Let's go play Summer Jam. Let's go play reggae, whatever it is. It takes somebody with an open heart to know that I want to share this limelight with this brethren there to pick up from here. You have to have that mindset. For an example, that's an example.
Yeah.
You have to have that mindset that, oh, I don't mind sharing my little spot with AGUDIE. I don't mind. We have to work on ourselves till we get to that level. But there are times where you definitely have to share your own spot by your own self to grow. Because it's just like going in to rescue somebody who's drowning and you're not well prepared. You might as well drown with the person. So it's levels and understandings. That's how we can work together, as far as I'm concerned. And there has to be principles. Then when we all work with the principles, we're good to go. You know what I mean? I can't control or talk for somebody. But all these things that I've said are things that I am even working on daily basis, so that I will be able to set myself as aside and as an example for people to work with. But I'm not going to be used. You know what I mean? I will refuse to be used.
Same.
I will accept to support, to play a part for mutual heights, so we all gain in this industry. Because generally in life, when you let yourself to be used, they praise you. When you wise up and you want to stand by yourself and think, they feel like, oh, they say our sister. We Ghana for. We know and face all these things, you know. So at this point, you know, let us all work on ourselves. We have so much work to do on our own.
Before you see this, you guys going to Nigeria to go perform, and the crowd was a bit hostile and all them things. They brought a lot of talk, like in Ghana, that yo, our artists are not being accepted, you know, kind of out there.
How was the crowd hostile?
The crowd was static, like nobody moved and all that kind of thing. And
what were they supposed to do?
Well, I don't know.
I know. Yeah, I'm not trying to throw it back at you, but we are all discussing. Do we expect them to jump like they've seen STONEBWOY and Ashaiman? Please.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that I was expecting anybody to jump like they've seen STONEBWOY and Ashaiman. Especially when the system is set away that they harness and promote 80%. I think it's 80-20. So putting it in proper perspective, I will be straight and say, because I was there, I performed.
Yeah.
You see?
How was it like?
I was not booed off stage. If you're booed off stage, then then that's an issue we have to work on. But they said I performed at 3 a.m. Two-Face performed and I did. In the case of a lineup, you know that the top artists closed the show.
Yeah.
True or false?
Yeah.
So I, Two-Face, Olamide, and Fino. When their own Fino went on there and Olamide came to join him, oh, sorry, they were tired at a point. You know, and all that plays a role. At the end of the day, that aside, I feel like I wouldn't be here and go straight to say that, oh, Nigerians are that, Nigerians are that, Nigerians are that. I would die it down to try to understand why. At the end of the day, they play 80-20. And 20 is not for Ghana. 20 is for foreign. So Ghana might only fall in a position of 3 or 5%. So you can imagine how many Ghanaians are played there. So even if they know you, it would have to be by their own research and the love they have for you.
Saying.
Right? Or even if they're able to sing back your words and your songs, it should be by somebody discovering you and loving you, because nonetheless, we all have fans in Nigeria. And I personally do have fans. Everybody, they know, because we all are artists. We go on YouTube, we check. But I was not expecting, like I said, like Nigeria to act like they've seen like a shy man who sees STONEBWOY. So we just have to emulate. The reason why we are hurt by that, have you thought about why Ghanaians are so hurt and we are hurt by that? It is because we show too much love. That's why we are hurt. I'm not sure it's because they threw something at us or they didn't throw anything at us. When we check how we receive people and how they receive that is where the pain is coming from. Right. But would you blame somebody who knows only 5% of G8 music and that's what they rotate? So we should, if we are hurt, learn and emulate.
See.
Put it by 80-20, 95 or 100 if you want, but I think 80-20 is fair.
All right, so from the reggae dancer perspective, how do we get into their market?
Getting into their market, we also have to do, you have a lot of work to do, because guess what? An artist, to be an artist in Ghana, to blow, is that, you know how difficult that is.
Yeah.
It's the same thing everywhere. So how much more, how much less, moving from Ghana to a next territory, especially Nigeria, to blow, then that's going to be 10 times hard work. And even if you go there to blow, you still fall into that 5%. Remember that. Yeah. So it's not going to be easy to blow and be like, yo. So you have to put in work. So that is where I'm looking at, to keep on putting in work more and more. And so long as we are artists and we are alive, the work doesn't stop. That's why we keep releasing songs every day. We keep shooting videos. We keep trying to do collaborations. Like I've had collaborations with Burna Boy, way long time. We performed at the Mamas. Then one day I have Olamide, Banky W, Cynthia Morgan. Like, I'm one of the artists that Nigeria be like, yo, we know STONEBWOY from Ghana, but I still fall into that category. So regardless, I'm not gonna be heralded like they would herald a Wizkid or a Davido. So if we're really hurt by that, I think that we should then learn the strategies, 80-20 also, so that less of them will be known here. If that's what the payback should be.
All right.